Most isolated communities in the world. The most isolated communities in the world are groups of people who live separately from broader civilization. Often, their way of life remains unaffected by modern technology, preserving traditional and ancient practices. There are many reasons why these communities remain isolated, some due to geographical location, such as those in remote forests or distant islands, while others choose to stay separate to maintain their culture and traditions. These communities offer us a unique perspective on various aspects of nature, history, and human culture. Despite the rise of globalization, their civilizations remain alive, telling stories of resilience and freedom from external influences. Join us as we explore the 10 most isolated communities in the world. Number 10. Pitcairn Island. Pitcairn Island is one of the most isolated places in the world, located in the southern Pacific Ocean, approximately 2,170 kilometers from Tahiti and over 5,500 kilometers from New Zealand. It is part of a British overseas territory, which also includes 3 other uninhabited islands, Henderson, Ducie, and Owino. Pitcairn Island is famously known as the home of the descendants of the mutineers from HMS Bounty, a British Royal Navy ship, and the Tahitians who accompanied them during the 18th century. The population of Pitcairn Island is one of the smallest in the world, numbering around just 50 people. The island's residents are primarily descendants of the original mutineers and their families. Due to its remote location and small population, the island faces challenges such as limited access to education, healthcare, and basic services. The island's economy primarily relies on agriculture, crafting, and the export of stamps and honey. Although the residents of Pitcairn lead a simple life, they continue to strive to maintain their community, culture, and livelihood, despite their isolation from the broader world. Pitcairn Island serves as a unique example of life in a completely isolated community, where each member plays a crucial role in sustaining their small society. Number 9. Kowai Tribe. The Kowai Tribe is a unique group of indigenous people located in the deep forests of West Papua, Indonesia. They are known as one of the last communities in the world to have lived without any knowledge of the broader civilization until the late 20th century. The Kowai population is estimated to be around 3,000 to 4,000 people, living in traditional tree houses, usually built 6 to 12 meters above the ground, with some reaching heights of up to 35 meters. This type of dwelling provides them with protection against wild animals and other threats. The culture of the Kowai is deeply rooted in traditions and beliefs centered around their natural environment. They are hunters, fishers, and farmers, relying on the forest for their essential needs. Their language, also called Korowai, is part of a larger family of Papuan languages, distinct from other languages in the region. In recent decades, the Kowai tribe has gained more recognition from the outside world through documentaries and visits by researchers. However, the introduction of modern civilization is bringing changes to their traditional way of life. Some members of the tribe have moved to lower areas and begun using modern technology, but many still remain faithful to their customs. A controversial aspect of Kowai culture is the reports that they once practiced cannibalism as part of their beliefs and rituals. However, this is said to be rare, if it occurs at all, in the present day. The Kowai tribe continues to be a significant point of interest for anthropologists and researchers who wish to better understand their unique way of life and beliefs. Number 8. Oimyakon. Oimyakon is a small village in the Sakha Republic, also known as Yakutia, in Russia, recognized as one of the coldest permanently inhabited places on Earth. It is located in a valley along the Indigirka River, approximately 750 kilometers north of Yakutsk, the region's capital. Oimyakon has a population of around 500 people, most of whom live by hunting, fishing, and raising livestock, particularly reindeer. The village is famous for its extremely low temperatures. In 1924, Oimyakon recorded the lowest temperature in the Northern Hemisphere at -71 degrees Celsius, making it the coldest temperature ever experienced by humans in a permanent settlement. Because of this, Oimyakon is often referred to as the Pole of Cold. The climate in Oimyakon is subarctic, characterized by long, harsh winters and short summers. Winter lasts for almost 9 months, from October to May, with temperatures rarely rising above -30 degrees Celsius. Despite the extreme cold, the residents manage their daily lives, though modern comforts like central heating are not always available. Houses in Oimyakon are typically made of wood, with thick insulation to retain heat. Basic necessities such as food are supplied from distant cities, but the local community also depends on gathering natural resources like fish and reindeer meat. Living conditions are challenging, and the residents rely on their knowledge of nature and traditional methods to prepare for the cold season. Despite the severe cold, Oimyakon has become a popular destination for tourists who want to experience life in one of the coldest places in the world. Visitors can immerse themselves in the local culture, try traditional foods, and witness the stark beauty of the Siberian landscape. Number 7. Tristan da Cunha. Tristan da Cunha is a small group of islands in the southern Atlantic Ocean and one of the most isolated communities in the world. It is part of the British overseas territory of St. Helena, Ascension, and Tristan da Cunha, located approximately 2,400 kilometers from the nearest continent, South Africa, and about 3,360 kilometers from South America. The main island, also called Tristan da Cunha, has a small population of around 250 people, most of whom live in a single settlement known as Edinburgh of the Seven Seas. The island was first discovered by the Portuguese explorer Tristan da Cunha in 1506, but it was not immediately inhabited due to harsh weather conditions and its remote location. In 1816, the island became part of the British Empire, and since then, the number of residents has gradually increased. The people living on Tristan da Cunha share a few common surnames, reflecting their close kinship and interconnected history. The economy of Tristan da Cunha is primarily based on fishing, particularly for lobster, which is exported to other countries. Agriculture and livestock farming, such as raising sheep and cattle, are also integral parts of their way of life. There are also programs for handicrafts and postage stamp production, which bring additional income to the island. Although small and isolated, Tristan da Cunha has sufficient facilities including a school, a small hospital, a church, and a store that supplies basic necessities. There is no airport on the island, so the only way to reach it is by ship, which travels only a few times a year from South Africa. The climate in Tristan da Cunha is temperate maritime, with mild summers and cool winters. The natural environment is vibrant and unique, but the island is constantly at risk of volcanic activity, such as the eruption in 1961 that temporarily forced the residents to evacuate. Despite their distance from the rest of the world, the people of Tristan da Cunha have a strong sense of community and take pride in their ability to live with self-reliance and mutual support. Their unique culture, close-knit relationships, and distinctive way of life serve as an inspiration, showcasing stories of resilience and endurance in one of the most isolated places on Earth. Number 6. La Rinconada. La Rinconada is a small town located in the Peruvian Andes, renowned as the highest permanent settlement in the world. Situated at an elevation of approximately 16,732 feet above sea level, it lies near the summit of a mountain rich in gold deposits. Due to its location, La Rinconada is surrounded by a cold climate, thin air, and challenging living conditions, yet it is home to more than 50,000 people. The town is a major center for gold mining, and nearly all of its residents depend on the mining industry for their livelihood. Most miners work under the cachorio system, a type of contract where they are not paid wages. Instead, they are allowed to search for gold for themselves on certain days each month in exchange for their labor. Life in La Rinconada is extremely difficult due to the challenges of high altitude and the extreme climate. There are inadequate healthcare services, education and infrastructure, and living conditions are far below standard. Many residents live in shanties with limited access to clean water and electricity. Gold mining also causes severe environmental pollution, particularly through the use of mercury, which harms both human health and the natural environment. Despite these challenges, the population of La Rinconada continues to grow as people flock to the town in hopes of finding gold and improving their lives. The town is a stark example of the economic forces driving people to live and work in extreme conditions, and it highlights the human rights and environmental issues associated with the mining industry. La Rinconada is a unique place that offers important lessons about human resilience and the impact of underground wealth on communities facing severe poverty. Number 5. Chang Tang. Chang Tang is a vast and harsh region of the Tibetan Plateau, known as one of the most remote and highest places in the world. Located in the northern part of Tibet, it also extends into parts of Ladakh, India, and the neighboring regions of Qinghai and Xinjiang in China. This region stands at an elevation of approximately 4,000 to 5,500 meters above sea level, making it one of the highest inhabited areas on Earth. It is estimated that only around 5,000 to 7,000 people live in Chang Tang, although this number can vary depending on the specific part of the region and the time of year, as the Changpa people continue to migrate in search of pasture for their livestock. Chang Tang is characterized by its harsh climate and expansive desert landscape, composed of vast grasslands, ice, and rocky plains. Despite the severe environment, it is home to the Changpa, a group of nomadic herders who primarily rely on their livestock, such as yaks, goats, and sheep, for their livelihood. The Changpa have a unique way of life adapted to their environment. They live closely with their animals, travel across different parts of Chang Tang according to the seasons, and reside in traditional tents known as rebo. The region is part of the Chang Tang Wildlife Sanctuary, one of the largest protected areas in the world, covering over 600,000 square kilometers. The sanctuary is home to various rare and endangered species, such as the Tibetan antelope, wild yak, Tibetan gazelle, and snow leopard. Despite the harsh conditions, Chang Tang's biodiversity plays a crucial role in the ecology of the entire Tibetan plateau. Due to the remote and high-altitude location of Chang Tang, access to modern technology and services is extremely limited, and much of the region lacks basic infrastructure. Transportation is difficult and often dangerous, with scattered communities spread across the region. Chang Tang experiences extremely cold winters, where temperatures can drop significantly, while summers are short and moderate. Chang Tang remains one of the last places in the world largely free from the influence of modern civilization. The people living here, with their unique culture and traditions, exemplify human resilience and the ability to survive in some of the most inhospitable environments on Earth. The region continues to be a vital area for researchers and conservationists interested in studying high-altitude ecosystems and the life of nomadic communities. Number 4. Kuba Ped. Kuba Ped is a small town in South Australia, famously known as the opal capital of the world, due to its status as the largest producer of opals globally. Located in the heart of the outback desert, approximately 850 kilometers north of Adelaide, it was established in 1915 following the discovery of opal in the area. The town's name is derived from the Aboriginal language, meaning white man in a hole, which refers to the unique way of life of its residents. Kuba Ped is renowned for its distinctive architecture, where most people live underground in structures known as dugouts. Due to the extreme surface heat, which can exceed 40 degrees Celsius in the summer, these underground homes provide a cooler and more comfortable living environment. The dugouts are often carved into the solid rock, with many of them fully equipped with modern conveniences such as electricity, water, and internet access. The primary industry in Kuba Ped is opal mining, with most residents involved in this trade. Besides mining, tourism is also a significant part of the town's economy, attracting visitors who are interested in experiencing the unusual underground lifestyle and searching for opals. Tourists can stay in underground hotels, visit underground churches, museums, and opal galleries, and explore the mines. The town has a population of about 1,500 people, representing a diverse mix of races and cultures, with residents hailing from more than 45 different countries. Through their unity and cooperation, the people of Kuba Ped have managed to thrive in the harsh environment and maintain a unique way of life. Despite being small and remote, Kuba Ped remains a place of interest for those seeking opals and those eager to experience the extraordinary underground lifestyle. The town stands as a testament to human adaptability in extreme environmental conditions and the ability to succeed despite challenges. Number 3. Yakutsk. Yakutsk is a city in eastern Siberia, Russia, and serves as the capital of the Sakha Republic, a region known for its extremely cold climate. Situated on the banks of the Lena River, it lies approximately 450 kilometers south of the Arctic Circle. With a population of around 300,000 people, Yakutsk is one of the largest cities in the permafrost region and one of the coldest cities in the world. Yakutsk is famous for its severe cold, especially in winter, when temperatures regularly plummet. The average temperature in January hovers around -40 degrees Celsius, but it can drop even lower, sometimes below -50 degrees Celsius. The city faces the challenges of living on permafrost, meaning the ground is permanently frozen, so buildings are constructed on stilts or piles to prevent the heat from the structures from melting the ground and causing subsidence. Yakutsk is an important economic, cultural, and administrative center in the region. Its economy is primarily based on mining, particularly minerals such as gold, diamonds, and coal, which are abundant in the Sakha region. The city is home to educational institutions, including universities and research institutes focused on studying permafrost, climate, and natural resources. Despite the extreme cold, Yakutsk boasts a vibrant community rich in culture. The Sakha, or Yakut people, the indigenous population of the region, maintain their traditional language, culture, and rituals, giving the city a unique character. Festivals such as Eoit, a traditional Yakut summer celebration, highlight the culture of the people in Yakutia. Yakutsk is accessible by road, river, and air, but it is not connected by rail. The Lena River serves as a vital transportation route, especially in the summer when the ice melts. Despite the challenges posed by the climate and its remote location, Yakutsk is a lively city that continues to adapt and thrive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Number 2. Eoit. Eoit is a small town located on the eastern coast of Greenland and is one of the most isolated communities in the world. It is situated in the northern part of the Sermersooq municipality, near the mouth of Scoresby Sound, the largest fjord system in the world. The town was founded in 1925 by settlers from the Tasiilaq region who were seeking a new area with sufficient natural resources to support their traditional way of life. Eoit has a population of approximately 350 people, most of whom are Inuit. The community primarily relies on fishing, hunting, and trapping animals such as seals, polar bears, and muskoxen for their livelihood. Due to the extreme climate and its remote location from other parts of Greenland, traditional hunting and fishing practices remain crucial to the lives of the people here. The climate in Eoit is extremely cold, with long winters accompanied by thick ice and snow. Winter temperatures can drop significantly, and the sun is rarely seen from December to January due to the polar night. Despite the harsh conditions, the region is rich in wildlife and natural resources, and the residents have learned to live and adapt to their environment. The town is accessible only by plane or ship, and transportation is limited to a few months of the year due to the ice. Supplies such as food, medicine, and other necessities are delivered by ship during the summer, or by special planes during the winter months. The remote location of Eoit allows the community to preserve their traditional lifestyle and culture, but it also presents challenges in accessing modern services and goods. Eoit is a unique community that offers a glimpse into a way of life far removed from modern civilization. Their ability to endure one of the harshest environments on Earth is a testament to human resilience and the importance of culture and community in facing the challenges of nature. Number 1. Sentinelles People. The Sentinelles People are a small and extremely isolated community living on North Sentinel Island, part of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands in the Bay of Bengal under the administration of India. They are known as one of the last uncontacted tribes in the world, groups that have not integrated with the broader civilization. Their population is estimated to be between 50 and 200 people, although it is difficult to determine the exact number due to their strong aversion to contact with outsiders. The Sentinelles live as hunter-gatherers, relying on the natural resources of their island for food and other necessities. They fish and hunt animals, collect plants, and live in simple shelters made from natural materials. They have no modern technology, and their tools are made from stone, wood, and shells. The Sentinelles are known for their intense hostility towards outsiders and can be dangerous to those who approach them. There have been numerous reports of attempts to contact them, ending in aggressive attacks by the tribe, making them one of the most protected communities in the world. In 2006, 2 fishermen who accidentally drifted onto the island were killed by the Sentinelles, and in 2018, an American missionary was also killed when he attempted to make contact with the tribe. To protect the Sentinelles, the Indian government has implemented strict laws prohibiting anyone from approaching the island or attempting contact. North Sentinel Island is an official no-go zone, and it is illegal to approach within 5 kilometers of the island's shores. These measures are in place to protect the Sentinelles from potential threats, such as diseases that outsiders might bring, to which they have no immunity, and to respect their right to live according to their own wishes. The Sentinelles people are a crucial example of a community that has lived almost entirely without outside influence. Their unique culture, traditions, and way of life offer a glimpse into how ancient humans lived thousands of years ago. Despite various efforts to contact them, they continue to live in isolation, and their story serves as a reminder of the importance of respecting boundaries and the rights of communities to live according to their own terms. What is your opinion in our video today? Comment down below.